Okay students, in this question fx is equal to log sin x. For differentiating we are taking fx plus h. In place of x we are writing x plus h. So in place of x this will become x plus h. So dy by dx is equal to limit h tending to 0 fx plus h minus fx all divided by h is the formula. So in place of fx plus h we have written log of sin x plus h, and in place of fx we have written log of sin x. So finally, using this formula, that is log m by n is equal to log m minus log n, this whole thing can be written as log of sin x plus h whole divided by sin x. Then we have added 1 and subtracted 1 over here, and this particular part, after taking LCM, sin x is written as sin x plus h minus sin x whole divided by sin x. I think you can understand that. So finally what we are getting is log of 1 plus sin x plus h minus sin x whole divided by sin x. Now this particular quantity you can see is divided over here and multiplied also over here in the numerator. Now what we get is this log of 1 plus, you know this formula, log limit x tending to 0 log 1 plus x whole divided by x is equal to 1. This formula you have already learnt in the limit, chapter limit. So over here what will happen if h tending to 0, that means this becomes 0, then over here sin x minus sin x will become 0, this whole thing will become 0, and here also h tending to 0, then sin x minus sin x will become 0 divided by sin x is 0. So it comes in the form of x tending to 0. Alright, then log 1 plus x whole divided by x is equal to 1. This is the formula which I think you remember in the limit chapter you have already learned. So this whole thing will become 1 when h tending to 0. So that is why this 1 I have written. Now sin x plus h minus sin x is broken in the form of sin c minus sin d formula, that is written over here, and this h comes over here, and sin x, this one is coming over here. So finally we get 2 sin, this x are getting cancelled, 2 sin h by 2 which is written over here, and cos 2x plus h whole divided by 2 is written over here. This sin x in the denominator comes over here. Then finally we had h over here, this h is written as 2 multiplied by h by 2, so that h 2 are getting cancelled, but this whole thing comes in the form of limit theta tending to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1. So because of that this whole thing will become 1, which is what written over here, and as h tending to 0, then this becomes cos 2x by 2, 2 are getting cancelled, so cos x is left, and in the denominator we have sin x which is written over here. So final answer is cos x by sin x is equal to cot x. I hope you can understand. Thank you.